Hey everyone. So with the Alchemy decks, well, they only support best of one. There was a deck that I enjoyed the most, so I decided to rebuild it, and I'm going to experiment with this a bit, and then possibly try it in best of three. So, you may remember this deck from yesterday. Oglor, Devoted Assistant, has the ability that whenever a card is put by graveyard from library or hand, it creates a black 2/2 zombie creature token. And with Skyturtle, I can discard a Skyturtle to return a Skyturtle to my hand and loop those. Basically meaning I can leave 3 mana open to counter spells with like Quadrix Command, or in this case Absorb Energy. This was saw it coming previously. Also Mirror Shell Crab, which was a Divide by 0 previously. I want a sideboard now, so we're going to try it with these two cards instead. So you leave the 3 mana open so that you can counter spells if they play a threat, and if they don't, you start looping the Skyturtles to cause Oglor to create more zombies. You can stack multiple triggers of Oglor, so you will create 2, 3, 4 zombies per recursion, which is where this deck basically has its late game value. Just Oglor plus 2 Skyturtles is a win condition. And what happened is during that last playthrough, Shigeki impressed me a lot. To the point I decided to bump it up to 3 and move the secondary 2-drop to synergize with Shigeki. So Weave of Harmony gives other enchantment creatures +1/+1, but the important part, you can tap a force and tap a copy target activated or triggered ability from an enchantment source, choosing new targets for the copy. So not only does it turn Shigeki into a 2/4, it makes the first ability allow us to mill more as well as get more lands, but also the channel ability allows us to return more permanents to our hand. And also Skyturtle's an enchantment. Not only does the loop now generate us an additional card, but if we want, we can discard a Skyturtle to bounce 2 creatures through their hand. So Weaver of Harmony is the one that I decide I'm going to try out. From last time, I decided to put, now that we have Mirror Shell Crab, we now have 26 creatures. I think Death Balance Splat will flip more often. That's the hope. Willowgeist seemed like a card that I want in the late game, but not the early game, so I'm only running 2. Cobble Lancer, still sticking with a 3. Ishkana. The spider was good, but just did not support the deck in any way. It was just a genuinely good card that had nothing to do with the deck. So I decided to pull it out, and basically the sideboard instead supports it. So again, this is only best of 1. I can't play this in best of 3 right now because I need to craft all the cards. But Malevolent Hermits to help counter spells and basically support this strategy while applying pressure. If we face cards that are flying like Eye Twitches or the Dragons, we have Bamboo Grove Archers. Battlespawn Spiders are just over here in case I need more mill to go along with the Deathbond Sprouts. 3 Tangle Traps to just kill flyers and destroy artifacts. Liberators in case we face like the heavy enchantment deck. Just being able to generate more ways to kill enchantments and just be a 2-mana 2/2 is nice. And the Test of Talents, because the Magma Opus deck is running around and I need to get rid of Magma Opus, and I can't do it more, I need to do it more than once, and this solves the problem. So this is my sideboard. This could definitely get mixed around. I am still in the experimental phases of this, but generally this has felt like a good deck, and this is how I want to play it. So it is a slow, I think this is officially a control deck. Its win condition is a slow grind out. We aren't using Ishkana as a win condition. Or win condition gets aggro is literally just stop them from being aggro. We do have the engine of possibly just swarming the board with our opponent, which is where the Vile Spot Spires is supposed to come in, but it's weird. Alright, so we have Oglor. We have either Shigeki to Oglor or Oglor to Shigeki, depending on how I want to do this. I'm going to start by playing the island. Alright, with the Shaman Gas in play, I definitely want to play the Shigeki first. So this is one of the big problems with Oglor. It's just a 1/1, so it can get killed by feats like the Shambling Ghast. Alright. Alright, just discard a card. I'm going to get more lands here, so I think I'm going to actually get rid of Otawara. I'm just going to play blue, end the turn here. I'm holding up a counterspell, like combat trick counterspell, and Shigeki's trigger if I really want to. Alright. So they're just flooding the board. Block and kill. Alright. And let's just use Shigeki. Get myself a Forsaken Crossroads, which I could put on green. And do I want the third land? Yes, actually. Alright. Play Shigeki again. And... Alright. So now we're holding up Shigeki. We have a Quandra Command held up. We have a Mirror Shell Crab held up. We have options. And that needs to go. Unfortunately, none of these have the trigger of Oglor on them, but I think that's okay. We're killing those so that, while they're getting treasure tokens, we are, Alright, 2 creatures already in the bin. I'm gonna just Oglor and leave it with Quandra's Command. Alright. And I could also, if they have just a removal, a board sweep, I can just bounce Shigeki while getting myself a land in the process. Tergrid, God of Fright. Alright. I could bounce that back to their hand while pumping my Shigeki or something of that nature. Yeah, I like that. So we're gonna return a creature to its owner's hand and put 2++1. Alright. Target creature to return to its owner's hand. Put 2+1/+1 counters on Shigeki. I should put it on Oglor, actually. Oh well. Because I might want to use Shigeki's ability again. Alright, put Memory Deluge in the grave. Alright, Death Bonnet Sprout. And now we're swinging back. I will say Tergrid is specifically one of the greatest threats this deck faces because of all of its channel abilities. But if they play it as the Lantern, I could counter it. Oof. Can't counter that with this. Alright, so they discard my Oglor. The trigger works. Player sacrifices a creature. Let's see, we have... I'll sacrifice the Death Bonnet. Ooh, they're sacrificing the Shambling Ghast. Okay. I see what they're doing here. There's one. Killing there. Alright. +1/+1. And here's the question. Do I shuffle 3 cards back to my graveyard, or I bounce their... I'm gonna bounce their Henrika back to their hand. As I said, not putting the counters on Oglor was a mistake. Tergrid is specifically the greatest threat to this deck. So... not the best spot to be in, let me say that. I'm not sure there's worse spots to be in, honestly. Yep. Shigeki can get back some resources, nonetheless. Initial crabs. The Necrotic fumes my Oglor. They... I have to absorb Identity this. That's very bad for us. That is very bad for us. Because I have to absorb Identity or they just discard it. I could bounce back Shigeki. No. We're gonna just absorb identity that. I could bounce back Shigeki, absorb it, and Shigeki only costs 1. Alright, but they maneuvered around my deck very well, and I'm getting wrecked for it. I'm going to quickly use Shigeki, get more cards in my grave. There we go. Not a good spot to be, but it's my spot. Alright, we need more blue. That's fantastic. I could channel this for 1, 2. Okay, so I can channel it to bring back 2 cards. I could also just exile Cobble Lancer to get Skyturtle, but Skyturtle, like, I can't channel with Tergrid in play. That's my big issue. So I think I have to pull back the Quadrix command, and probably the Willowgeist. We'll figure it out on my turn. Yep, now I have to in response. Alright. What do I use? Oh, this guy. Definitely Quadrix command. Do I just double Quadrix command? I think I'll grab the absorb energy as well. Alright. Hopefully this is enough. To say we're in a bad spot is to understate the situation. Alright. So we're going to leave this as is. We'll then bounce the Tergrid. When we need to, we'll bounce the Tergrid. Bring back the Shigeki. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And yeah, we'll figure it out, but we're in a bad spot. Just flat out. Tergrid specifically. This is the one card that makes this deck get wrecked. Creature and shuffle some cards back to my deck. So let's see who has the. Alright, Oglor has one, Willowgeist has one. I'm gonna put the Otawara back. I'm gonna put a Mirror Shell Crab back. Alright. Now we create some zombies. Yeah, basically. Ugh. Okay, thank goodness. I'm like, do I not have enough blue mana to use absorb energy? Alright, if they play Tergrid here, I absorb energy it. It's so funny that sometimes it's the 2/2 zombie and sometimes it's the this card by plate. It's not working properly. Yeah, I think I just counter this. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not Tergrid. I can't counter this. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. They're going to target a card in my grave. So watch. They're going to target a card in my grave. The Cobbled Lancer. Okay. I'm going to respond by exiling the Cobbled Lancer to draw myself a card. Oh, now they can play Tergrid. That was the play. That's why that was their play. They don't play Tergrid here. Alright. More blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, if they attack with this, they lose it. If they play Tergrid, they lose it. Okay, so... Yep. Alright, so I'm playing Weaver of Harmony. I could Skyturtle back Shigeki. We actually have we might actually find our way back in this. They can't play Turgid now because we have Absorb Identity. Attack with Graveyard Trespasser. I'll triple block a kill. I just make sure it dies. They try to take out Memory Deluge. I'll lose a Memory Deluge. I have another one at the bin. Waiting for me. Just make sure there's no trick. This Henrika is definitely causing an issue. No doubt there. My turn. Alright. We're going to bring back Shigeki. And next turn I can 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Alright. So I can Skyturtle to bounce a creature, channel it to do it again. Yeah. I think we're back in the driver's seat, everyone. I think we're back in the driver's seat, despite them having Turgid. The highest mana value amongst creatures they control. Alright. So here's the trick. They have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Alright. Target a creature. And I can double that effect up, protecting my Weaver of Harmony. So now Enrica's back in their hand. There we are. If they play Enrica, I might just absorb Identity. Because they can't play it. I could Shigeki 1-2, 1-2. Yep. There we are. Alright, so I'm playing Weaver. 1-2, 1-2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if they do nothing, I can Memory Deluge. If they do something, I can Shigeki for 4, bring back the Absorb Identity, and absorb the Turgid. Alright. I'll have to accept the second Henrika. I'm gonna Memory Deluge to solve that problem. They have to either draw a card or lose a life. Should every deck run Involving Wilds? No. Every deck should run Forsaken Crossroads, yes, but for Evolving Wilds is very rare to be as good. Alright. So, we are disrupting our combo a bit, but this is worth into Quandrix Command. Alright. Counter target artifact or enchantment spell. And, we're gonna return the Henrika Damnathi. There we go. Alright. Oglor is fantastic, and it's the buffed Oglor. Quandrix Command is fantastic. I already played a land this turn, right? Yep. Alright, we're playing Oglor. Alright, so they need a board clear here. Alright, you can take this to Zeju. But yeah, we pulled this back, everyone. Look where we are. We were dead. Now we are here. Alright. Can I Quantum's command to kill that? Nope. Don't care. Alright, we want the Shigeki in hand. Alright. If they block with Henrika, I'll just Quantum's command to kill it. Alright, so here's the big question. With 2+1 cards, I'd shuffle 3 cards. So 2+1 cards here. And what 3 cards do I want to shuffle back in? I'll shuffle back in this Shigeki. I'll shuffle back into Boseiju. And Otawara. I think that's my 3 picks. There you go. And I have a double return with Shigeki. Another Henrika. It's hilarious. Soul Shatter for the most expensive one. I will be losing my Weaver of Harmony here. Each player sacrifices a creature. Okay. I'm keeping my Ogre around. I'm fine here, believe it or not. Alright. We want one of our Colossal Skyturtles. I think we reback our Weaver as... I'm gonna grab the Quandrix command, actually. Alright. This allows me to keep the Shigeki in hand as a value card. If I Skyturtle... Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are 1 mana off Skyturtle and holding up Quandrix command. So we're just gonna end our turn here. Alright. Can't believe we're getting this far in. Alright. Counter target artifact spell. And I don't want to return the Henrika, I don't think. I think I'm just gonna, Alright. We're gonna bring... Also, by the way, I am immune to self-mill. Now we have some tapped zombies. And I actually have the Colossal Sky... Okay, my turn. Let's begin. What this deck was built to do! Skyturtle. For Skyturtle. So now that he has a tapped zombie on it, Skyturtle for Skyturtle. Getting this back and creating a 2/2 black zombie. And now I shall slowly build an army of 2/2 black zombies. Unless I just win the game this turn, actually. Yep. We pulled that back, everyone. That one game is all you should need to know of if you love or hate this deck. We pulled that back when they had a turn 5 Turgrid into another Turgrid. Yeah, I love this deck in case anyone was wondering. It's a control deck. I am the monster. I am the monster. I cannot deny that. Also, we can't get milled. They still have more cards in deck than us. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh. So yeah. This deck is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. And I love it. They didn't have a Go Blink, though. I will state, this deck has a lot more issues when they play Go Blink. Alright. Death Bonnet, into Weaver, into Hold Up Absorb Identity. Or Absorb Energy. Forsaken Crossroads will be played on turn 4 to make sure we get more value. Oh my gosh. That felt so good. That felt so good. Alright, Sprout. I just realized Sprout really anti-synergizes with Forsaken Crossroads. Ooh, well. I'm playing this on blue because we want to be able to absorb identity later. I will trade, happily. Alright. Yeah, Generous Visitor is a threat. Just straight threat. I probably look weird playing the Enchantment Creature Tribal deck without the Enchantment Creatures. But yes, the Enchantment Tribal, basically it's draw Conjux Command or bust is my issue. It's why my sideboard has, my sideboard has the additional responses. Wow. I might just attack, try to trade the Kami of Transience. Alright. Well, Absorb Energy isn't hitting any targets, other than since we got a bunch of lands. I mean, it's the support part of it isn't hitting many targets. Yeah, I'm not absorbing a Spirited Companion. I appreciate the effort, though. They didn't get Mana Rune, did they? If they do, I might have a chance despite getting Mana Flooded. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And, yeah. 6 lands, 3 playables. So, we are making Mana Flooded. Our deck hopefully can pull itself out of this. I can play the Forest, Otawara, hold up Otawara, as well as Absorb Energy. They think, oh god, what is he holding up? The answer is diddly squat. Do you really have no land? Okay. Oh, they were trying to decide and they want to wait to see my responses first. Makes sense. Makes sense. Alright, we're holding up Otawara as well. If Weaver dies, it flips Deathmont Sprout, and that's good enough for me. Yeah, Absorb Energy just being a counterspell is good enough. The fact that it has the leverage to be more is what makes it insane. If they just pump the Kami of Transients, I could just bounce it back with Otawara after they sink their mana in, which is the cool part. But yeah, we definitely got more sink of lands over playables. Alright. How do they map out these +1/+1 counters? If they distribute them properly, there's not much I can do about it. Alright. So 4/4, a 2/2, and a 3/3. I'm going to absorb Jugen. I can't block yet. I have to wait for Deathbond to flip. I need one of my Quandrix commands, because that card is so valuable in this situation. Alright, flips. That's good. Okay, Shigeki brings back 2 cards with Weaver of Harmony. Not worth. Not worth. If I play Otawara, I can hold up Absorb Identity while playing the Shigeki as a 2/4. I think that's how I have to do this. Yeah, we just need to hold them off. Shigeki hopefully gets me more value later. Can block a large, generous visitor and bounce itself back to hand. And then the Weaver... Alright. Their Weaver needs to go ASAP. There's just too many things that Weaver can do. So no Candoozly from me. That Alchemy of Transients, we need one of our bounces. We have several. We have several. If they attack with a Generous Visitor, I will trade Death Bonnet Hulk for it. That's okay. Take out their Weaver of Harmony. There we are. This is a double bounce spell. I want more blue. Don't need more lands. 1, 2. Alright, cool. I like my position now. I think I could come back from this position. Which is so weird with so few cards in hand and the board state that's so devastating. Like, and that's why I love this deck. Because it could be in these devastating positions, I could still feel somewhat confident in my ability to come back. Alright. Alright, so should I ramp out the Shigeki since they did nothing this turn? Or should I, like, bring back Weaver Harmony and Absorb Identity or something? I think I ramp out... if I ramp out the Shigeki, I need to find Quandrix command specifically. But I'm going to get a lot of lands in the process of this, so... Ew! And there's my Quandrix command, by the way. Alright. All the Storm Giants. My graveyard. My graveyard is stronger than your graveyard. How do you feel about that, you people, eh? Hey, Quandrix command. Alright. So I can play this. I can hold Quandrix command and Skyturtle, but that missing that land there really hurt. But the ability that I could counter an enchantment spell, bounce back Alchemy of Transients, and still hold up the bounce spell if I'm desperate, feels fantastic. Alright. We're gonna see how they distribute the counters. Alright, so they're making that. Alright, 4/4, 4/4. 2-2. Turn that to a 3-3. Alright. Can I target artifact enchantment spell? Sure, creature plays walk to its Earth's hand. Alright. And now they have nothing bigger than my Death Vomit Hulk. Control! And controlling using the board. Because I'm not a complete degenerate. Complete degenerate. That's the hint. Alright. I'm gonna make this one green, actually. Yes. Yes, please. And we end our turn. We still haven't gone Oglore ready, but doesn't matter. Oh, there's all our Quandrix commands. Alright. So, here's how I'm going to do this. Discards Colossal, Skyturtle. Make sure my hand's all good. Yep. Alright. I'm returning this Quandrix command. And then I'm going to tap Weaver of Harmony. To bring back a different Quandrix command. Because this card is so good in this matchup. Alright. Let's see. I'm going to Quandrix command, countering a spell. I'm just gonna return one of these Generous Visitors or the Alchemy of Transience because it's more mana inefficient. Maybe we want to do the Generous Visitor because the +1/+1 counters, but... Alright. That deals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Darn it, I have to sacrifice Shigeki. We do take a hit, but we are alive. I'm going to eat their Jukai Naturalist. We have 2 Quandrix commands and a Hall of Storm Giants. So I think we... Can we prevent lethal? Unfortunately, not really. Oof. Oof. Big oofs in chat. But we got close. Like... Think about how horrible this position was, and we got close. But yeah, need to leave the Weaver of Harmony up, it seemed. No card. They might not play into it, knowing that Quandrix command is sitting at their doorstep. Alright. How do they distribute the counters? Good. Alright. Countered. And they're trying to make 4/4s with Trample. So I think they're stuck on lands, so we bounce Alchemy of Transience. They were very smart in how they did this, though. No denying that. Good game. We got close. Can I just state we got close? Like, one more turn. Oh my gosh. We held on. And keep in mind, that game started with us getting mana flooded, and we pulled our way out. Ugh. Alright. Death Bonnet into... Opponent goes first, so we could go into Shigeki if we need to. Yep, blue for Shigeki, the Dream Root to hold up Absorb Identity, and Mirror Shell Crab, and Shigeki's ability. Yeah, it's holding so many things up for 3 mana that makes this deck so devastating. Yeah, this will be tapped for blue and played untapped, so I can play Shigeki. And I'm gonna attack it. Show me what you got. Alright, no. Alright, you gonna kill my Shigeki? It's more food for the Death Bonnet. More food for the Death Bonnet. Alright. Yep. Alright. Keep in mind, if I use the Mirror Shell Crabs as my channels, it makes it easier for Death Bonnet to flip. Oh, this is the Hinata deck. Alright. This is the Hinata deck. Our priority is making sure they can't play Hinata to the Dawn Ground, which they will try to do next turn. Not for this matchup. Only one creature in there? That's okay. Goes out with the second Death Bonnet, because Death Bonnets help one another. Yeah, if they play a Hinata, we just lose, so we have to hold up our counterspell mana. And they're probably going to hold up. The idea is they want to have 2 mana open, so they could Jawari Disruption if I get a counterspell, but Mirror Shell Crab is not a spell, so I'm safe. Alright. If they kill one of my Death Bonnets, I accept it. Really? Rather play that as a land than as a response. Alright. See how they respond. Unexpected Windfall. It makes my crabs useless, but I think we have to stop Hinata. I think we must stop Hinata. So this is a deck where I would board in all my Test of Talents to deal with stuff like that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so they have enough to Magma Opus. Goldspan Dragon. How many creatures? 1. All right, so I want a Mirror Shell here. Oh, Mirror Shell, they'd have the mana for it. If they use a counter spell, it's okay. All right. My fear is that they have Hinata behind that. Alright. Okay. Playing the Cobbled Lancer. I mean, it gets my will guys bigger. I think that's good enough. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my guess is they're going to try a Magma Opus on my turn, and I have to Mirror Shell Crab it. Because of that, I must have 3 mana open at all times. Yep. Stop the Farewell. They only have 2 mana, and it's not a spell, so they can't use Jawari Disruption to stop it. Which I think is what they're doing right now. They're trying to hit the Jawari Disruption, and it's not working. The Mirror Shell Crab not being a spell won me that game. Also, it was synergized with my saplings, so it was just good stuff all around. Good stuff all around. But yeah, this is the control deck that is aggressive against control decks, it seems, but Alright. I think this might just be my last game just due to time frame, but I've had a fantastic running of this. Alright, Joestar. Oh, heads! Alright. Death Bonnet into holding up Skyturtle. Into this on a blue to hold up Absorb Identity and Quadrix Command. So Skyturtle can just be a 2-mana discard bounce spell. And it even fuels Death Bonnet Sprout, so using it as that is not even bad. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome that we're in this position. Alright. I can also choose to just Weaver of Harmony. Depends on what they do here. I don't think I'm going to worry about an immediate 3-drop. You got the snow-covered forest, but not the snow-covered... You got the pixelated snow-covered forest, but not the snow-covered mountain. Alright. Alright, what? Not a weakness. I was going to say I can't double bounce using Weaver of Harmony plus Skyturtle, but I can. Alright. So, this is the new Foretell deck. 100% of the time. Okay, 90% of the time. I need this for the blue. We went second, so we get to play it untapped. So they're gonna have a 2-mana 3/2. Attack with both. I'm just gonna absorb if they play it. All right. I have Quandrix Command and Absorb Identity ready. Alright, I could actually use the green. Hold up Colossal Skyturtle double channel to get back the Colossal Skyturtle and the other Weaver. They don't have as many artifacts or enchantments in that deck, so... Alright. Do I want the Forsaken Crossroads? Try to guarantee my curve. No. I'm going to just attack like this. I'll slow myself down to make sure I have plenty of responses to what they do. Roll the multiverse. Alright, they're just drawing cards. We want to counter the cards that develop, not the cards that draw them. Alright. Yeah, the ability to Colossal Skyturtle into the Weaver of Harmony and the other turtle already, even though we don't have Oglor, that's just so much value. I guess it's not so much value, it's literally just plus an additional Weaver of Harmony. But the Weaver of Harmonies, their abilities are serious abilities. Alright, repel another card. Alright. I know it nerfs my Death Bonnet a little bit, but I think it's the correct play. Bring back the other Colossal Skyturtle. Do they have a counterspell of their own? Yeah, they might have. Skyturtle can bring back Skyturtle. I did not know the recursive trigger can recur itself. That's so good. Blue? Yep. I'm gonna attack first, actually. They want to counter the Weaver. They have the other Weaver still to deal with. Oh, right, they pump each other. Alright, -1 damage. My fault. Yeah, they're drawing a lot of cards, but they're not drawing into anything right now. The main threat is, what's it called? The main threat is Hullbreaker Horror, which doesn't have the can't be countered clause anymore. That has hexproof, so we're just absorbing that now. Alright. 2, 3. We're going to put this in green. We're just going to leave it tapped and scry. Scry more. Get the Death Bonnet hopefully triggered soon. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could almost just play a colossal Skyturtle. Earth Desert Doom. Okay. It has Ward 4. That's actually okay. If I could just get lethal here. You know? Alright. That's not a thing I'm too worried about them seeing coming. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh! Lethal. Return target creature to its owner's hand. That's only Ward 4. And that's lethal. Okay. Yep. Even when I don't get Oglor, this just has enough on-the-ground pressure that just keeps dealing with issues. Yeah, no. I like how this deck is shaping up. I think that's it for me. That was okay, one more game. One more game. But yeah, this is fantastic. I'm loving this deck. Yeah. Like, in my sideboard, I have more enchantment destruction. I have more flyers. I have more, like instant sorcery spell kind of disruption. And those seem to be themes I was missing. Okay. So, problem. Our first play is at 3 mana. Okay. Oglor will get me my card advantage. If it doesn't, that's Shambling Ghast. Playing that first because I'm not leaving it up for anything anyways, and it's Gibbons. Do I need them? A little late, Willowgeist. Ooh, ooh. Thank you for having 3 health, Shigeki. I might just want to play 4 Shigekis and 2 Oglors, honestly. This has been... Shigeki has been so good. In so many positions. I will trade with a Shambling Ghast if you want to trade it with the mana for Lizard Blades as well. Alright. So I could Quandrix Command to blow them out, or I could just Willowgeist Oglor. I'm going to Willowgeist Oglor another turn. I could also block with Shigeki, and when they target it with the ability to kill, I just bounce it back to my hand. Yep. I'm not sure they realize how this works because it works out well for me. Yeah. Alright. And now I have the board again. Have fun in the pit you call home. I'm not gonna play Oglor yet because Oglor is a 1/1 and they have a Shambling Ghast in play. But now I have a 1/3, a 2/2, and a 3/3. I'd say that's a pretty good turn 4, even if I miss my land drop. Blade of the Oni. Okay. One of these days I will just bounce that. And then I'll have a Quandrix Command ready behind it. Yep. Well, that was 5 games. I think I won 4 of them. Yep. Shigeki Skyturtle. And we haven't been able to sideboard, but I think this is just a solid deck. Yeah. If anything, I've just been convinced that I need to go down 1 Oglor, up 1 Shigeki, but that's like the only change I could think of doing. Exactly 2 Memory Deluges is right. Mirror Show Crab was fantastic in playing around the opponent's Jawari Disruption. Because it can't be countered itself because it's an activated ability, so it has to be countered by other Mirror Shell Crabs. Skyturtle doing great. Weaver of Harmony felt good with all this stuff. Works good in combos, in pairs. The 4 Death Bonds, 2 Willows felt right. Yeah, no. This is my... I'm going to craft the physical cards for this deck. I think it's going to cost me like 18 rares and a few mythics as well. But I'm going to do it because I think that was that good.